welcome to the second try of the Thescottshow wake-up call. We had a little technical difficulties right at 8, so it is 8:03. We took a little bit of time to fix our little problem that we had, but we're all good now and everybody can hear me, and that's awesome. So welcome to the Thescottshow wake-up call. We are making it happen here in Duluth, Minnesota. It is cold, and shockingly cold in Minnesota. It's 35 degrees right now. I know that talking about traveling and doing all these 5K runs that I'm going to be doing here coming up in the next year. I'm looking at going to Atlanta, Georgia, and Atlanta's going to be awesome. And it's actually going to be nice. Hopefully it's not going to be snowy there. So I will be able to hit the trails and get a little bit of run in while I can. So there you go. Of course, that's in February, so let's just see how that works out for me. Alright, so we got a few ups and downs today on the thumbs up, thumbs down thing. That's one of our new segments here. We also have our shout-outs. Got a few of those today. If you guys ever want to get a shout-out or contribute to the ups and downs, this is the People's Podcast. Make it happen by sending us a message on Facebook, which we do post every now and again, and say, hey, give us thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know what's up. So here we go, checkiday.com. This is our original segment. We have a few days today. So it is Baldwin Free Day. It's International African Penguin Awareness Day. It's International Cassette Store Day. Is there a cassette store? Because if there is, okay. It's National Chess Day. So play a great game and move that queen. Or the rook or the knight or whatever. National Chocolate Covered Insect Day. I think I'll let everybody else enjoy that day. It's National Costume Swap Day. It's National Dessert Day. I will gladly help out with that day. National Frump Day. It's National Kids Bowl Free Day. National Lowercase Day, all in lowercase. Universal Music Day and World Standards Day. So check all those days out. Those are the days for the 14th of October, which we are at right this second. And making it happen. I hope everybody had an exciting Friday the 13th. The movie Happy Death Day is out in theaters. We are not sponsored by it, but I just thought it was cool, so I'm going to talk about it. I haven't seen it, but I want to, and I might go do that, but we'll see. And then I'll give you guys spoilers, all that great jazz. We're going to have some other spoilers coming up here for movies as we move on to the Pop Culture Channel today. We're also going to call it Classic Wrestling Show. I do want to give my apologies for the last show that we did with the wrestling one. I did not check the match before I did the call for it, and it was just not that great of a match. So, oh well. If you guys watch it on the network, you guys would probably think the same thing. It was around 5 minutes of a rest hold. So we're going to give some shout-outs today. First shout-out is to Jennifer. Jennifer is the Kentucky Country Music Entertainer of the Year. Big shout-out to her. She's going to have a new channel on Speaker.com. Making it happen, and I caught up with her on Twitter. So I want to give a big shout-out to her. It's Jennifer M. Lott. And, Kentucky Entertainer of the Year for 2017, and the Kentucky Country Music Vocalist of the Year. So check her out as she moves up in the world, and she will be joining Speaker.com and showing off her music all over the place. That'd be awesome. So big shout out to her as she's a new follower to the Thescottshow Wake Up Call. Big shout out to Sandy. Big shout out to Tara. Eric, I want to give a shout out to Eric, and also Eric's running the Whistle Stop in Ashland, the 5K today. So big shout out to Eric. A big shout out to one of our other new Speaker.com friends, Hood Heat Radio. Big shout out to them. And I'm going to give a little special shout out, since I did see something online earlier, to former communications director for the White House, Anthony Scaramucci. And I posted that in the little thing on Twitter. We get hashtags that we can do. We can do up to 5 of them when we set up the Speaker.com thing. And I put Anthony Scaramucci in there because I'm like, hey, maybe people will listen. They're going to wonder why we're talking about him. Apparently he's dating Kimberly Guilfoyle from Fox News. And so congratulations to the couple. If they are, they're, probably wonderful people. So I'm going to give them a special shout out to Anthony and to Kimberly. And last shout out I have for today, and like I said, if you guys want to be involved in the shout outs, hear your name on the radio, by all means, there you go. We're going to make it happen for you. Actually, I got 2 more. I got 1 more that I have written down, and then I have a special one. And the one I have written down is for John Kelly, who is the White House Chief of Staff, who I'm going to give a shout out because of his dry humor and comedy. He went up and said, hey, I'm not getting fired today, and I'm not quitting either. I'm not firing anybody either. So I thought that was pretty funny. Really smart dude, and I wish him all the best as he works one of the most difficult jobs, and that's handler of our president. So, last shout out that I didn't write down, I want to give a shout out to Winter. Again, the other day I gave Winter a shout out, and lots of happiness ensued. So, big shout out to Winter in Foley, Minnesota. Alright, so we're going to move to the thumbs up, thumbs down, folks. And this is the part of the show that I really enjoy, because I get to complain or give lots of big props or whatever I want to do, because it's fun. Alright, so big thumbs up to the whistle stop in Ashland and everybody running it, cruising the corridor 5 and 10Ks and then the half and the full marathon. Ashland, Wisconsin is rocking it today. And I do want to give a shout out to all the runners. Good luck to you guys. And I would have been there, but I didn't plan it out right. And really, I'm having a little problem with my foot right now. So trying to work on that, make sure that I'm good for upcoming runs, which I have a few more. Another thumbs up to Aldi. Aldi is doing great work building places. So they just built one here in Duluth right by Hobby Lobby, but they have put together a great plan, millions upon millions of dollars they are throwing out there to give people other options to shop, and good options, healthy options. So big shout out to Aldi for being involved in the community a lot more. Folks, this is how it works. When you have a company that takes the little piece of land that wasn't anybody's, it was a parking lot, they're expanding in their little area up there, they're making all of their neighbors better, they're not tearing up any wetlands. This is what happens when you have a business that comes in there and works for the people. Unlike other businesses that I will not complain about at this time, but you probably heard me complain about it before, Aldi did it right. Big time shout out to Aldi for doing that. Alright, and my last thumbs up for today is to the military. And the reason why I need to give a big thumbs up to the military is because of the military. And we, as Americans, owe a great bunch of gratitude to our military men and women in the Army, in the Navy, in the Marines, in the Air Force, in the Coast Guard, in the National Guard. Every single way that you can be involved in the military. If you are, I'm giving you guys a big thumbs up today. And thank you for all your service. There you go. Alright, and then we go to thumbs down. Thumbs down. Grr. Alright, first thumbs down is to the NFL. I know that it might sound weird that I'm going to give a thumbs up to the National Football League, but I will. The reason I'm doing that is because they're so flip-floppy on this whole stand, sit, kneel Sounds like we're giving dogs directions. So, yeah. NFL, big thumbs down. You need to, if you're going to come up with a rule or be forceful in what you do, be forceful, but don't be flip-floppy and all the crap that you do. Alright, next thumbs down is, this is kind of an open thumbs down to everybody who is involved in terrorism or evil. And I posted that because the thing is that you have this couple who got saved, which was really cool. They're saved. They're not in trouble anymore. They're not in danger. But reports are coming out that there was a lot of very terrible things that happened in this family. So big thumbs down when the terrorism and just evil and just I mean it's just terrible. Terrible stuff happens out there. And so we're going to give that a thumbs down. I don't think it's going to do anything, but we're going to give it a thumbs down anyway. And last thumbs down, I think we gave this one yesterday as well, but still got to give it a thumbs down to the idea of taking away lower income Americans' health care and not subsidizing health care for lower income Americans. The president has came up with this. However, there's now a lawsuit and there's some other stuff going on. So, big shout out to our Attorney General, Lori Swanson, here in Minnesota, that's working on that. There are solutions to healthcare called Let Everybody Get Healthcare. Affordable healthcare, universal healthcare. Just make sure we take care of everybody kind of healthcare. I'm still flabbergasted in this world that we live in that we can't take care of everybody. And that we just can't be like, hey, you're hurt, we're going to fix you. And then we're not going to charge you an arm and a leg. The very same arm and leg we fixed. So, yep, that's my complaining today about healthcare. I'm sure I'll have a lot more of that on more shows that we are doing today, since we are doing a variety of shows here today. We did do our lower division show, which is always super popular with the NCAA. So check that out in the archives. We also have our 10-25-50 show coming up tomorrow night. We have a big announcement moving forward on some of our awesome stuff we're doing. And some of our committees have moved forward and are taking the lead on some of the stuff that we are working on all together. So I'm really excited to make one big announcement for tomorrow. But we will have others, and I can't be more than excited, folks. I'm pumped. So I'm just gonna say I'm pumped up. So, folks, for everyone who works here on the Scott Show, and we do have lots of awesome people that are involved here on the show. But for me and for everyone else, I just want to say thank you so very much for listening to the show. And with that, folks, I do apologize about the little interference earlier, but I'm going to have the maestro take us out.